We're very excited about 2023 from the lens of measurement. We think when we talk to marketers, and a lot of them are all very excited about the world of streaming and connected television, it's pretty obvious that eyeballs are shifting, and the reason that dollars are not yet following suit, as we get from a lot of different marketers, is that they need more transparency, and everyone defines it in a different way. I want to understand my reach, I want to understand better outcome, I want to understand duplication of audience, I want to understand, the vision of a pod. But all of that in my mind encapsulate into better measurement, aka a dashboard that someone can log into and then see what some type of correlation to what I did and what did I get in return. I feel like this year we're kind of on the verge that everyone understands that this is critical, both because this is the next evolution, but also this is what can open the floodgate for more buyers to come into the space, and I think that this year we're going to see this actually happen.
So everyone understands that this is now critical, or increasingly so. Do we yet have a competitive portfolio of measurement solutions that really give marketeers what they want, give them the tools they need to make these decisions?
I feel like we have a lot of solutions out in the market. I don't think that the problem is lack of solution. Frankly, I would say that simplicity is what we need. And maybe I'll start and say one thing that I feel like is very critical is that historically, for years, we've always looked at the world of streaming, not only from the lens of measurement, but specifically amplified in measurement, but the world of streaming and the world of linear television as two different products. You traffic an ad different, you buy it differently, you measure it differently, you measure the outcome differently, and many marketers looked at it as two different camps, even though it's clearly the exact same product, and as streaming product evolves in different apps, it just looks like from a viewer standpoint that it's exactly the same. And I feel like that's really what we should put all of our efforts, as every company is in the space, is that how do we look at everything holistically? And I can speak about it from an Innovid lens. For years we were the currency for the streaming space because Innovid is one of the largest CTV ad servers out there, measure a large share of CTV ads across every type of device, and we are the system of record for billing for so many different brands. And we're MRC accredited for that, and for lack of a better term, we are the currency and the measurer of such in the streaming world. Post the acquisition of TV Squared and now the launch of Innovid XP, all of our job is to combine the two and create one product that doesn't look at two buckets, but look at everything holistically, which seems very easy, and we've been saying it for years, but I feel like 2023 is the years of actually doing it.
So when you think about your roadmap for the year ahead, what are the big measurement needs or requirements that you're looking to deliver against this year?
Everything I'm going to say right now would sound basic stuff, but it's kind of proof is in the pudding. Is that you need to actually do it. So one thing is that the market is extremely fragmented in what people like to call walled gardens, and used to use it for Meta or Facebook and Google. Right now it's a lot of walled gardens. So the easiest, or maybe the most important first point, is cut across everything and measure on an apples-to-apple basis an impression, a time spent, an audience, a segment on a single naming convention across all of the different properties. And that include Amazon, include YouTube, include a Roku property, now include Netflix, include Disney+. All of those are, again, walled gardens that really make it very hard to do a measurement that just tells a story of how many homes, let alone eyeballs, saw an ad, what demos do they correlate to, and what was the reaction to the ad on a holistic basis. I would say if we solve that would take the industry a big leap forward.
And finally, is there one practical thing the industry could do this year to solve that problem?
I feel like a lot of work on identity and a lot of work on essentially creating the underlying layer to everything we just talked about. Is understanding that the fragmentation is here to stay. There is not going to be a single property that rule them all. So cutting across and creating a way which is not IP based, not device ID based, but something that is privacy safe, that you can measure across everywhere, including linear, is maybe the most important thing to do.